Hello everyone. How are you guys doing? Trying to fix my hair here. It's been a little crazy. I know it's your favorite pediatrician and Dr. Mom. It's Dr. Tamika Peds. I am so sorry. I apologize to all of my moms out there. I know I have been like MIA. I've been actually dealing with some personal things and also trying to get situated with some recent changes in my life. So bear with me. I know my class that I usually do like as far as my Facebook Lives on Thursdays, has been prolonged, unfortunately. I haven't been able to do them like I wanted to because of things that were just going on in my life personally. So I wanted to come back and let you guys know that I have not forgotten about you guys, and I'm coming actually to do an impromptu talk on vaccine updates. I actually posted something from my Periscope feed a couple of weeks ago, about a week or two ago, concerning vaccine updates. I got a lot of messages. A lot of people, since they weren't on Periscope, were unable to kind of view that feed. So I'm going to reiterate and recap on some of those things that I talked about there, so you guys can make sure you get the info. Now, this is an impromptu talk, so I didn't let everybody know I was doing this. So I know Facebook is going to spread the word that I am on. I know a lot of you all are in work or you're busy right now during the day, but it's okay. I am going to still post it and you can catch the replay. But I think it's something very important. And the other thing is too, for all of my granola moms out there, I want to make sure that you all are gonna be able to watch me. So one thing I initially started was Thursdays. I was going to do Thursday evenings. My schedule is going to be a little bit more consistent, so I can do like a weekly talk, but I need you all as my Facebook fans and followers to let me know what time is best for you guys. So I want you all to put something in, like make sure after you share this video, make sure you write something in the comments. Let me know if you want mornings, if you want afternoons or evenings. I can do something at lunchtime, but just, let me know what time is best for everyone. If you like me to do the impromptu like what I'm doing now, that's absolutely fine too. But I just want to make sure that you guys get this knowledge that I'm going to be pumping out to keep you guys updated on keeping your children happy and healthy. So this is really important information that I just want to make sure that you guys know as moms and parents. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and get started, just because I want to get out this information. If you guys are able to join in, drop in a line or a comment to let me know that you're here, so I can definitely give you a shout out during this Facebook Live. So everybody here, you all know me. My name is Dr. Tamika Peds. I am your favorite board certified pediatrician and Dr. Mom, and I am here to help moms like you and me keep your children happy and healthy, all naturally. So what we're going to talk about today is going to be vaccine updates. Hey, Portal, how are you doing? Good afternoon. Thank you for joining in, Mama. Hope all is well. So we're going to be talking about vaccine updates. Now, one of the things that I talked about with my Periscope, if you guys were not unable to see that video, is there's going to be a lot of changes I think that's going to happen with the new president, Donald Trump. And so I don't know if you guys are aware with the new president, Donald Trump, what is going on with him is that there was an issue where he actually kind of brought up in the previous debates before he became president about vaccines and the relations to autism. And that's something I kind of want to bring up. I'm going to do like a little bit of a broad scope today. So with this vaccine updates, I'm going to talk about, tie this into what changes that may or may not occur just with the new president in order now. So now one thing is President Trump elected Robert Kennedy Jr. I don't know if you guys are aware. Robert Kennedy Jr. him and Donald Trump are actually, they have, I guess you can say, alleged questions about the vaccines and whether or not they can be linked to autism. Now, we all know that there's been numerous studies that show no link between autism and vaccines. Vaccines are here to save and help lives, not to hurt us. So one thing that I am a little concerned about, it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen because I actually posted this in my Facebook on my fan page. There was a recent interview they did with Robert Kennedy Jr. and he is going to be over the committee now over vaccine safety. And so basically his goal is to make sure that vaccines efficacy, integrity, and the safety are all going to be approved before, we kind of put these into effect as far as giving it to our children, and everything else. And him and Trump feel that they are pro-vaccine, but I guess my concern is whether or not they're going to make any changes to the current vaccine recommendations, because they do have some biases when it comes to concerns of vaccine and autism and things like that as well. So I'm going to put the link on my page and my Facebook fan, and make sure you guys kind of click on that link to get a little bit more of that interview with Robert Kennedy Jr. by the Washington Post, so you guys can get updated on that. Now, just to kind of let you guys know, vaccines are safe, okay? Now, there have been numerous studies. The American Academy of Pediatrics and the Centers for Disease Control have done numerous studies that show there's no link between vaccines and autism. There's been studies that show that vaccines are safe and that they actually help reduce and prevent disease, which is important, and that's what we want to do. Now, before vaccines go into action, there is a federal advisory committee that kind of meets together, and it's basically a committee of public and medical health experts that come together, and they decide the best recommendations for what vaccines, the time schedule, and how everything should be allotted to give to your children. Okay, so this gives recommendations. So they go through like a rigorous where they meet and they kind of go through recommendations, the safety and efficacy of all these vaccines before injecting your children with these vaccines. Now, vaccines help save lives. You guys do not know how important it is to get your children vaccinated and to stay vaccinated. The Centers for Disease Control estimates that 322 million cases of childhood illnesses have been prevented from 1994 to 2014 just based off of vaccines. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that is amazing. And, you want to get vaccines because vaccines are important, because not only do they help prevent infection, but they help to protect the herd. Now, some of you guys are wondering, what is the herd? Herd immunity, I've talked about in my previous Facebook Lives. It's basically when you have, I'm having a little bit of some Facebook issues. Okay. So basically it's when a critical portion of the population is vaccinated. And when you vaccinate that critical portion, or majority of people get vaccinated, it helps to reduce outbreaks. Now, I don't know if you guys remember the outbreak with the measles and Disneyland. So what happened, there was a mom apparently that was against vaccines, and she's kind of what we call, quote, anti-vaxxers, quote, anti-vaxxers, quote. And so basically she didn't immunize her children, but when she decided to go to Disney World, she exposed a lot of people and a lot of children to measles because she did not immunize her child. So in other words, by her not immunizing her child, she did not protect the herd and protect others. Now, there are cases to where there's kids out there that cannot get immunized by certain vaccines. Like the measles, mumps, and rubella are live vaccines. And I want you all to know that, if your child has cancer or they're getting chemotherapy and their immune system is being compromised because of that cancer-related therapy, they are not allowed to get certain vaccines. So why would you not want to vaccinate your own child that is healthy, that can get those vaccines, to protect other people out there that can't? I mean, if you're a mom and your child has a cancer and they can't get certain vaccines because of chemotherapy in their immune system, wouldn't you want other children around them to be vaccinated to help keep your child healthy? That is what herd immunity is. That is something that's very, very important. So that is why vaccines are so important. A lot of people talk about vaccine reactions. Severe allergic reactions are very rare. Most of the reactions you get are just like a little bit of redness, irritation at the site of the vaccine. You may get a little bit of a lump, and sometimes you may get pain. And with that, you can do something as an ice rub. You can do some antipyretics, which are Tylenol and Motrin, to use if possible. But severe reactions are rare. Severe reactions actually occur in 1 in 100,000 individuals. So that's very, very rare. And vaccines are just important. I don't know if you guys know, I do global health too as well. I have been over and done medical mission trips over to multiple places in Africa, including Uganda, Ghana, Malawi, and I've done medical mission trips, and I have seen countries that don't have the access to the vaccines that we have. I have seen children die because they don't have blood, because they don't have blood to give them to transfuse in Africa. And I've seen them die because of that, in addition to tuberculosis, in addition to HIV and malaria, and just because they have a bacterial infection on top of it because they don't have vaccines. All of these things that we are blessed and privileged to have here in the States, they don't have ready access to over there in those third world countries. So getting vaccinated is very, very important. Now, the other thing I want to talk to you about, it's Cervical Cancer Month. Yes, January is Cervical Cancer Month. So this is important because 99% of cervical cancer cases are due to persistent infection with certain strains of HPV or human papillomavirus. Viruses damages surface of the cervix that can lead to precancerous lesions over the years. Now, right now, there's ways we can prevent this. Do you guys know you can get an HPV vaccine to your teenage daughter or your son? Given this HPV vaccine helps women of childbearing age who eventually become sexually active to reduce the chance of them getting this cervical cancer. Now, the HPV vaccine prevents infection before women of childbearing age, before they become sexually active. Now, it's HPV or human papillomavirus is the most common sexually transmitted virus, and up to 80% of males and females become infected by the age of 50. That's huge. And this is something that can easily be prevented, okay? So I want you guys to be aware, get information, make yourself knowledgeable. The American Sexual Health Association has a website, www.ashasexualhealth.org, or you can go to www.cdc.org and get information on human papillomavirus, on the recommendations for HPV for your child, all of that to keep your children healthy, to prevent the spread of the disease. No woman should ever die of cervical cancer. No woman should ever die of something that can easily be prevented with a vaccine, if you can get it done. Now, the recommendations are to get screened at the age of 21. Now, the way you get screened is you go to any healthcare medical provider or clinic who feels comfortable doing a pap smear. And a pap smear basically takes a scrape of your cervix for females, and it sends it off to test for the most common viruses for HPV or human papillomavirus, which are that is the virus that usually leads to the precancerous lesions. Now, the HPV vaccine now is recommended in girls and boys ages 11 to 26 years of age. Now, here's the recommendations currently. If you're 11 and 12 years of age, you only need 2 shots separated by 6 to 12 months apart, okay? If you're 14 years of age and you've never gotten any vaccine for HPV, then they usually recommend 3 shots over, you get over 6 to 12 months apart. Now, it's definitely recommended. You need to get this shot between the ages of 11 to 26. You want to get this shot before your children decide to become sexually active. And that doesn't mean that they have to be sexually active. It's not telling them, okay, you got this shot, go out and have sex. No, it's definitely not saying that, but it's helping to protect them for the future, for when they decide to make that big step in their life and they decide to have sex, that they can be protected in the future for that. Because most of the people that have HPV or have these, are spreading it, they're asymptomatic. They don't have symptoms. So it's very, very important. So you want to recommend young women through the age of 26 to get this HPV vaccine. Now, the other thing is young men need to be vaccinated. And the reason young males need to be vaccinated, because think about it, these males are going to have sex with females. So vaccinating the males help to reduce the spread to the females. So any young man age 11 to 26 should consider vaccination. And any young man who is having sex with men, this is important, who identify themselves as gay or bisexual or transgender, all the way through the age of 26 should consider having this vaccine. People, parents, moms, dads, this vaccine is so important. Vaccines are just important in general. Please just think about getting your kids vaccinated. Think about preventing diseases that you can somehow keep your child healthy. And you have the ability to do that. I really urge and stress, if you guys have any questions, do not hesitate to talk to your medical care provider, your pediatrician, your doctor. Do not hesitate to research things on your own. Go online and research things. If that way, when you go to your physician, you can address them with certain questions that you may have about the vaccine. But just please consider getting your children vaccinated. It's very, very important. I hope you guys have been well. I miss you guys so much. I am going to definitely try to continue with my weekly talks, but I do want you all to continue to leave me messages on my Facebook. Let me know what you guys want to hear about. I am here for you guys. I'm here to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about, and I will do those topics on my Facebook Lives. So please leave me comments. Let me know what's going on. Just anything you guys want to hear about. Any problems that you're dealing with your own child, you never really know. Someone else, another parent could be also dealing with that same issue, and just spreading the word and getting it out there can help someone else too as well. So definitely do not be afraid to share your story, and let me know if there's anything you guys want to talk about. So I am going to also inform you guys, please continue to watch out. There are some big things coming your way from Dr. Tamika Peds. I don't want to give out all the surprises, but continue to share all of my vids. Continue to like and follow me for some big things. All of you all too as well, for the moms, if you continue to like and share, and then with other moms, I am going to be doing a private Facebook group for my granola moms and supernatural moms out there. So make sure that you share my vid, make sure you get people to like and follow me, because if they are not able to, they will not be added to my group. And in this group, I'm going to give extra tips and techniques too as well, on through Facebook. So make sure that you definitely share, follow, and like. And I also want to make sure that you guys don't forget to put down in my comment section whether or not you guys prefer for me to do Facebook Live impromptu like I just did, if you guys want me to do morning, if you want me to do evening, whatever you guys want. If you guys want me to do morning and evening, I can do it. I have no problem. I love talking to my parents and you moms out there. I do. And I love for you guys to get this information that is so important and just so necessary for you guys to keep your children happy and healthy. So once again, it's your favorite board certified pediatrician. It's Dr. Tamika Peds. I am here to help moms like you and me keep your children happy and healthy all naturally, through my videos and courses and books, and also just to keep you updated on what's going on with your child's health, child prevention, and just to keep your family happy. So tune in, take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Stay blessed.